Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Cooper, our Bar Mitzvah, and your family is also here to enjoy and celebrate. We are also excited for you as you begin your journey into the Jewish community as an adult. And we hope that everyone enjoys and follows the service. We begin our service singing together, Hinei matov u'manaim, how good and how pleasant it is to be here together celebrating Shabbat.
Hinei matov u'manaim, shevet amim gam yachad. Hinei matov u'manaim, shevet amim gam yachad. Hinei matov, hinei matov. Hinei matov, hinei matov, ya la 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 la. Hinei matov u'manaim, ya la 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 la. Hinei matov u'manaim, shevet amim gam yachad. Hinei matov u'manaim, shevet amim gam yachad. Hinei matov u'manaim, shevet amim gam yachad.
And we turn now to page 172 on our prayer books to sing together Matovu. To invite Cooper now to start leading the service.
Turn to the bottom of page 178. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. Adonai our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us, to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. We praise you, O God, teacher of Torah, to our people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, hamlamed Torah l'amo Yisrael. Elu devarim she'ein lachem shior. These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. Please rise and turn to page 195. Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach L'olam Va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever.
La
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzer or uvarei hoshech, asay shalom uvarei et hakol, hameir la'aretz v'ladarim alecha barachamim, uvtuvo mekadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh bereshit. Ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai, kulam b'chokhma asita malah ha'aretz kinyanecha, tibrach Adonai Eloheinu, al shavach ma'aseh yedecha, v'al me'rei or she'asita yefa rucha sela, or hadash al tzion te'ir v'niskeichu lanu me'ra lo-ro. Baruch atah Adonai Yotzer HaMerod. Please join me. The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes. More welcomed than gold, a Torah from heaven. I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift, is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeems the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai Yotzer HaMerod. Turn to page 199. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity. We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel. And joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose. May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir in our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habacher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto L'Olam Va'ed. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. You may be seated. Ve'echavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol vavcha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol me'odecha, v'chayu hadivrim ha'ela, asher anochi mesavcha chayom al vavecha, v'shinantan levanecha v'dibartam bam, v'shivtacha v'veitacha, v'leftacha v'aderech, v'shufecha v'kamecha, v'kshartam l'o al yadecha, v'chayu l'totafo beinenecha, v'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha v'visharecha, Ma'an tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti ehem me'eretz Mitzrayim l'hiot lehem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be upon your heart, shall be upon your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie
page 203 as we read together. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children in the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Please rise and turn to page 205 for the tefillah.
Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Hasidim Tovim, V'Kanei Hakol, V'Zoher Hastei Avot v'Imahot, Mevi Geula Lipnei V'Nehem, L'Ma'an Shemo B'Hava, Mel Chazer U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Source of all being, we turn to you as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens, they felt you in their hearts. They sought you in their lives, their quest is ours. Help us to see the wonder of being. Give us the courage to search for truth. Teach us the path to a better life. So shall we, by our lives and our labors, bring nearer the world we envision, one of justice, freedom, and peace. Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. We read together. You are the open door that beckons me in. Peeking around the doorframe, I begin to enter into your glory. You move me forward, O Eternal, to step beyond self-made boundaries. Lift my foot over the threshold that I might abide with you. In the house of the Eternal, I found my questions waiting to be posed. They filled me with wonder. Sit with me, Eternal Teacher. Encourage my seeking. As I fill my hours with your mitzvot, so shall I be filled. Send me through your doors, stretching up to honor your name, sharing out this wonder, enriching myself in the giving. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh Hakol.
Ki
all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness, your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated.
Turn now to page 216 for the blessing for peace. O God, may we never become complacent, faltering in our effort to build a world of peace. Let the nations know and understand that justice and right are better than dominion and conquest. May all come to see it's not by might nor by power, but by your Spirit that life prevails. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael bashalom.
Over
We all need healing and courage and strength to us, to all we love. The words for the Misha Berach, the prayer for courage and strength and healing for everyone we know, is on page 253. We're now turning to Seder Kriyat Torah, the order of reading from the Torah on page 244. I would like to invite Cooper's family to put down your prayer books and to form a line next to the ark as we're getting there. And Cooper, you're last online, no offense there. We turn to page 244 to sing En Kamocha. Tradition tells us that Moses received the Torah on top of Mount Sinai. Moses passed it on to Joshua, who passed it on to the elders. They passed it on to the prophets, and they passed it on to the people of the Great Assembly. And since the time of Moses till your day now, Cooper, our Torah, which has our traditions, our teachings, our laws, a teaching of how to live your life as part of the Jewish community, is being passed on from one generation to the other, from one generation to the next, for thousands of years. And today, and you've been ready for a long time, Cooper, it's going to be passed on to you. So join your family, stand next to Phoebe, your older sister, and we're going to symbolically pass the Torah from grandparents to parents, from older sibling to younger one. everyone blessing and then
Our God and God of our ancestors, I stand before this sacred assembly proclaiming that I choose to be part of the people of Israel, part of its heritage and its faith, bound by its commandments. Give me strength to follow your path and to be a source of pride to my family and my community and my people. How greatly we are blessed, how good is our portion, how present our lot, and how beautiful our heritage. Blessed we are when we sanctify your name and declare, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
now we have the first Aliyah. We have the parents. Cooper, I need you to open the...
Baruch et Adonai HaMvorach,
Baruch Adonai HaMvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMvorach Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim, V'natan Lanu et Torato, Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Cooper, take the microphone towards you. Thank you.
Vayomer Adonai, El Mashech Yad Adonai Tiksar, Atah Tira Hikrecha Devri Imlo. Vayitzi Mashech V'yadaber El Ha'am, Eit Divrei Adonai V'yasov Shiv'im Ish Miziknei Ha'am, V'yamed Otam Seivot Hochel.
The blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam notah b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten HaTorah.
Amen. And we now need the second Aliyah. Baruch Adonai HaMvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Amram Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Vayired Adonai, V'enan V'yadaber Elav Vayitzel, Min Aruach Asher Alav Vayitain Al Shiv'im Ish Miziknei Ha'am, Ha'ochela Vayitnavu, Kanoach Aleichem Aruach Vayitnabu V'lo Yasafu, Vayisha'aru Shnei Anashim B'machana, Shem Ha'echad Eldad V'Shem Hasheni Medad, V'tanach Aleichem Aruach V'chema Baktuvim V'lo Yatzu, Ha'ochela Vayitnabu B'machana.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. And Cooper, now put the microphone back so we'll hear you when you do the blessing.
Baruch Adonai HaMvorach,
Baruch Adonai HaMvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMvorach Olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Take the microphone back.
Vayarat Hana'ar Vayiged L'Moshe Vayimar Eldad Amedad Nabim B'machana. Vaya'an Yehoshua bin Nun Mesharit Moshe Mibhurav Va'amar Adoni Moshe Kilaim Vayamer Lo Moshe Hamdaber Hamkanei Atah Li Umi Yitain Kol Am Adonai Nevi'im Ki Yitain Adonai Et Richo Aleichem. atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet b'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Mizot HaTorah asher sam Moshe b'nei Israel. Mizot HaTorah asher sam Moshe b'nei Israel. Al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe, b'yad Moshe. Al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe, b'yad Moshe. B'zot HaTorah asher sam Moshe b'nei Israel. B'zot HaTorah asher sam Moshe b'nei Israel.
The Eternal answered Moses, "Is the Eternal's arm too short? Now you will see whether or not what I say will come true for you." So Moses went out and told the people what the Eternal had said. He brought together 70 of the elders and had them stand around the tent. Then the Eternal came down in the cloud and spoke with him, and he took some of the power of the Spirit that was on him, and he put it on the 70 elders. When the Spirit rested on them, they prophesied, but did not do so again. However, 2 men, whose names were Eldad and Medad, had remained in the camp. They were listed among the elders, but did not go out to the tent, yet the Spirit also rested on them, and they prophesied in the camp. A young man ran and told Moses, "Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp." Joshua, son of Nun, who had been Moses' aide since youth, spoke up and said, "Moses, my master, stop them." But Moses replied, "Are you jealous for my sake? I wish that all the Eternal's people were prophets, and that the Eternal would put his Spirit on them." Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divrehem hane'emrim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv'Moshe abdo v'Yisrael amo v'nevi'eh ha'emet v'tzedek. Vayeshav hamalach hadaver bi vayireni k'ish asher ye'or mishnato. Vayomer Elai ma atah roa va'omar ra'iti v'hinei menorat zachav. Kula v'gula al rosha v'shiva neratecha alacha shiva v'shiva mitzakot laniro asher al rosha. Ushnayim zaitim alacha achad mimin hagula v'echad al simula. Va'an va'amar el hamalach hadaver bi lemor ma ela adoni. Va'an hamalach hadaver bi va'amer elai hello yadata ma chema ela va'amar lo adoni. Va'an va'amer elai lemor zed devar adonai el Zerubbabel lemor lo v'chayil v'lo v'choach. Ki im baruchi amer Adonai Sevaot. Mi atah har hagadol lifnei Zerubbabel lemishor v'chotzi et ha'even harosha teshuot chen chen lach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Zor kol ha'olamim, sadiq b'chol hadaro, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdeber u'mkayim, shechol devarav emet v'tzedek. Al ha'torah v'al ha'avodah, v'al hamvi'im, v'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, shnatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu, likdusha v'libnucha, l'chavod u'ltif'aret. Al ha'kol Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu modim lach, v'archim otach, Yiparach Shimha b'fi kol hai tamid le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai mechayei hakol.
Your speech, the most important part.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm so excited for you all to be here, in person or virtually, and I cannot wait to share my portion with all of you. My Torah portion talks about how the people want something to eat other than bread. They want proteins like fish and other meats. They were eating the same meal 3 times a day for the past 40 years. They told Moses, "Get me food. I'm tired of eating the same meal over and over." So Moses asks God, "Can you get me meat for my people?" God said to tell them that they will get meat soon. Moses, unsatisfied with his response, questions the Eternal's arm. God responds, "Is the Eternal's arm too short?" meaning that he thinks that God cannot give him what he and his people wish for. Moses goes and tells the people, "Yes, you will get meat." Moses is annoyed that the elders cannot speak to God himself, and he wishes he can share his powers with them, so he does. Moses has the 70 elders prophesied at the campsite, so that he can share the power of speaking directly to God with them. Something continued to throw the elders off. 2 people named Eldad and Medad were also able to speak to God themselves, but were not part of the 70 elders that were prophesied. The elders told Moses about this, and he was very happy that everyone can possess those powers. This is a perfect example of the lesson empowerment. Empowerment is the authority or power given to someone to do something. My Torah portion is about sharing power selflessly. Even though Eldad and Medad were not part of the 70 elders, Moses still wanted to share his power among them. This can teach everyone that there is no need to be selfish. It can never hurt you to be nice to someone else. We could also learn that when we share, everyone is happy. Not only did Moses share his power and not get upset with others, he was happy that everyone had the power to communicate with God on their own, including Eldad and Medad. Becoming a bar mitzvah for me is about the journey into the real world. I will be empowered to have responsibilities over myself and one day others. This is exciting, but also scary to have responsibilities. Being independent is scary because I may not always know if I'm making the right choice. Using the teachings that I have learned in religious school and the teachings of Torah, I'll be able to make good choices while becoming a responsible adult. For my Mitzvah project, I chose to support the Ronald McDonald House Charities. The Ronald McDonald House is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides a place for families to stay with children that are hospitalized at various hospitals far from their homes. It is a safe place for members to rest, wash clothes, take a shower, or nap, and still be close to their ill child. As most of you know, I have a passion for baking. The total amount I made came out to be $2,300. My love for baking empowered me with the gift to being able to provide for others in their time of need. I gave all $2,300 to the Ronald McDonald House Charities, and they decided where to put all of the money. I plan on continuing to do these types of mitzvahs annually, as it's a gift to be able to help others. I would like to say thank you to everyone here, but first I would like to thank my parents. They're the reason I'm able to stand up here. I'm so thankful for how supportive they are, no matter always been of me. Even if I did something wrong, they were always there to support me, no matter what. They've helped me so much through school, through sports, and so much more. I love you both so much. I would also like to thank my sister. She's the best older sister I can ask for. She is supportive and fun. She is like a third parent to me. I've always looked up to her. I'd like to thank my grandparents too. They are the most loving, pure, amazing grandparents I could ever ask for. They've taught me so much over the years, and they are also so much fun to be around. I remember when I would go over to their house and play cards, baseball, and we would also draw. My grandma and grandpa are the best. Thank you to all my friends and family that are watching from home. Sadly, you cannot be here today, but it still means so much. A special thank you to my religious school classmates that have been on this journey with me through this crazy time. Everyone here has always supported me no matter what. My friends and family have such an important impact on my life, and for that I say thank you. A huge thank you to all of my teachers. Every one of you are the reason I am how I am. You have taught me everything I know how to do. A special thanks to Rabbi Report and Rabbi David. Rabbi David, you have been such a supportive and helpful in teaching me my Torah portion, and I've enjoyed our weekly sessions. With the help from all of my teachers and the rabbis, I honestly could have never done this. I'm very grateful for all of your help. I would like to add a couple extra thank yous to everyone that has bought the cookies for my Mitzvah project. Without you guys, I would have never been able to raise as much money as I did. Thank you so much. Hopefully everyone here can find their own unique power and share it with others. Thank you all.
stay next to your parents?
Yeah, where are you going?
Give them the room next to the microphone.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, and thank you to everyone that is virtually connected to us this morning. Cooper, wow. You have been preparing for this day for what seems like years and years. What an unconventional year to become a bar mitzvah. There were many unknowns and many changes, and you handled them all with acceptance, ease, and grace. In doing so, you taught us how to accept and embrace them all. The absolute best part of this year has been the bonus of being able to spend so much time with you. For a lot of teenagers, this has been a really difficult year, but once again, you flew through it with acceptance and ease, and you rocked this year. You were independent with your online learning for both regular school and religious school. You rarely asked for help, even when I begged to let me help you. And you excelled in all of it. You earned straight A's and wonderful accolades from your teachers. You were able to help out in the Best Buddies classroom and lead weekly cooking events with them. There were times that Rabbi David would actually tell you to take a break from your Zoom meetings with him because you have been prepared for months. You started a baking business that has not only been lucrative for you, but has provided for many treats for frontline workers and others during this pandemic. By selling your cookie tins for your Mitzvah project, you provided the Ronald McDonald House Charities with the $2,300 to help the families in need. Your culinary skills helped me to become healthy when I decided to make changes in my own life, and your meal planning and cooking have been a gift to all of us. You truly excel in everything that you choose to do, and excel is exactly what you did on the Bima today. You are unapologetically true to yourself, no matter what the circumstance. This is a trait that a lot of adults do not possess. You have a calming presence that resonates with both children and adults when you meet them. You are kind, you are compassionate, you are a true definition of a mensch, a person of integrity and honor, and we are so proud to call you ours. This world would be a much better place if there were a lot more people like you. Today we pass the Torah from Grandma and Papa to Dad, me, Phoebe, and you. This is symbolic of the values and traditions that we have passed on to you and your sister. Family and friends are very important in our lives, and we miss them dearly today. It saddens us that the people that love you and care for you cannot be here to share this day in person with you, but we are so grateful that the temple has done such an extraordinary job at making it possible for everyone, no matter how far away or even on vacation, to witness your mitzvah today. We are so thankful that your grandma and papa are able to be here to share this special moment with you. A very special thank you goes to Rabbi David, Benji, Becky, and this day would not have been possible without their incredible help and time. And Jennifer. Our wish for you is that you continue to be true to yourself, pride yourself with compassion, honesty, integrity, and respect. Respect for others, but respect for yourself. These are values that you have displayed since you were born. Continue to surround yourself with people that appreciate the best version of you. Continue to be kind. Never forget to be kind to yourself first. Continue to live your life with these as your guiding principles, and your life will be filled with an abundance of blessings. Cooper, you are our pride and joy, and we are so proud of you, and we love you more than you'll ever know. Dad needs a Kleenex.
Yeah. And I won't be able to look at you, otherwise I'll never get through this. I never realized how deep your voice was back then. Well, 13 years already. You make this speech really hard to do in limited time because there's so many things I can brag about. First, let's go back to when you were born. When I think, when I think back to the day you were born, when I think back to that day, how lucky we are to have you. When Cooper was born, there was a knot in his umbilical cord, and the doctor's words were, "Wow, a perfect knot." He was born under a lucky star today. From that day forward, you've been striving for that star. You do everything at 110%. I'm amazed how well you do everything. How far you hit a baseball. The last home run you hit was 275 feet. The cakes and cookies you create from scratch. How much pride you take in schoolwork, straight A's all year long. You even emailed the teacher and asked if you can retake a test because you only got a 95 and you wanted 100% on it. And you retook it and you got 100%. I love how compassionate you are with others and how great you are with kids. I love watching you babysit, especially Ezra and Ames. They really do love being with you. I love when it snows. We go around to all the neighbors and we shovel all the older neighbors' driveways because you don't want them to slip and fall when they go get their mail or go to their car. Or how we go to our neighbor's house who's 85 years old and we plant a bush for him because he can't do it and he wants it done. When you want something, consider it done. You wanted an iPad, you worked for it, you saved the money, you got it. You wanted an iMac, you saved the money up, you babysat, you sold cookies. Grandma and Papa helped you a little bit. You bought the iMac. There's really nothing you can't accomplish when you put your mind to it. If someone tells you that you can't do something, you're going to prove them wrong. When we moved into our Kentucky house, we were ripping up the floors, the hardwood floors, and I couldn't get a section out. And I told them, don't touch it, I'll be back. I gotta go to Home Depot. I gotta get a tool to get it out. I came back, he's standing in the front, grinning with that piece that I couldn't get out, and goes, told you I can get it. I said, you are so determined to finish every task that you start. Your Mitzvah project amazed me. You made over 116 dozen cookies, 1,392 cookies, and shipped them around the country and raised over $2,300 for the Ronald McDonald House in Louisville. I cannot be prouder of the person you are or the man that you're going to be. And I'm going to do what you do to me every single day over this pandemic. High five. I love you, buddy.
Thank you, Cooper. Thank you for leading so well the congregation at the service, reading beautifully from your Torah and Haftarah, and for teaching us what you've learned from your Torah portion, and more than that, teaching us how you implement values from the Torah into your day-to-day life. You are very young, you might not feel very young, but you are very young, and yet a role model to not only the young, but also the older. I want to remind you something and share that happened when we were prepping for your bar mitzvah. You did something which usually scares me. You wanted to conquer everything immediately. The regular way of studying and getting ready for this big day is to do it slowly, verse by verse by verse, and then it takes more or less 6 to 9 months, and then you're ready when time comes. But you worked so hard in order in a really short time, I think maybe 2 months, to master your entire Torah and your entire Haftarah and to know how to read it without vowels. And actually I was scared because my experience when this happens is not a good one. Because everyone else that I worked with in 26 years in the rabbinate until you, when they do that, most students don't, but when they do that, then they start neglecting it because they conquered it. And once you conquer something, it's like you climb over the Everest. You're not going to go there again. It was hard enough the first time, so you've done it, and you move on to the next project. But you kept working hard. You are consistent and determined. And you showed me, because unlike your parents, I didn't know those traits in you. You show me that you're not only a hard worker, you're not only an achiever. Your dad mentioned, without using the words, kind of an overachiever, someone that 95 is not good enough, you want 100 there, but also you have persistence and determination. And obviously you have talents. And most important, you have a huge heart. things that your dad shared, and you told me how you in the snow go and shovel others' driveway. I never met someone who does those things, and all those things will make you someday not just a great member of the Jewish community as an adult, but a great leader. I'm looking at you and I'm just waiting to hear the stories of success and greatness wherever you are. I hope here, but if not here, whatever congregation, whatever community will be just lucky to have you. You have all that it takes. And each one of those qualities are qualities that normally we say dayenu. If someone is smart and kind, we say, wow, that's enough. But to put on that, above that, hard work, determination, talents, cooking and baking talents, you already get the wow effect, not just the dayenu effect. So well done. I want to offer two more things. One, if you look below, under the pulpit, you see some gifts there. You can take them out. Don't put them on the Torah. Put them on the... you know what? You can leave them there. Just don't forget them after that. There's a Hebrew Bible there with all 39 books, not just the 5 books of the Torah, to remind you that it's not just your Torah portion and your Haftarah. There's a lot of lessons and learning there, a lifetime of learning that never ends. There are some certificates. Your favorite one should be the one recognizing your Mitzvah project, and a gift also, an artistic chai, to show our appreciation to the wonderful Mitzvah project you chose there. And last but not least, I want to give you a blessing. It's not from your Torah portion, it's actually from last week's Torah portion, from the book of Numbers. God tells Moses and Aaron that that's the best way to bless the children of Israel. Until today, that's how we bless. So I want to say to you, Yevarchecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May Adonai our God always guard you and keep you and bless you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha ve'yechuneka. May God's face always shine upon you with the light of God, and may God always deal graciously with you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you with the most important blessing of all, the blessing of shalom, of peace and wellness and wholeness. And let us say, Amen. And Jennifer and Louie want to sing Ledor Vador for you.
No
our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially John DeAngelo, Shirley Tanchester-Rees, Jules Subo, Charles Friedman, Steve Weinstein, Lois Cohen, Manuel Weinberg, Audrey Pond, Jean Frankel, Norman Friedberg, Joseph A. Judah, Lynn Gallinger Rosemore, Marcus Litvan, Noretta Rosenthal, Marvin Sotsky, Elliot Rosenberg, Louis Apper, Ruth Rahn, Marion Heidemann, Pearl A. Rosenblum, Hannah G. Weber, Joseph Gottlieb, Arthur Markowitz, Louis A. Horowitz, and in recent days, Roberta, Bobby Waldman, Tom Allen Buell. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories from our loved ones in our hearts, we rise and we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה על שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה. May the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Our closing song is עושה שלום. Mazal Tov to Cooper. May you continue to go from strength to strength. And Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
What do you think about Cooper?
Cookie Cooper.
Hi, Cooper, I love you.
And Ma.
Mazel tov.
Awesome!
Play.
Say play.
Play.
Hi Cooper, I miss you and play with you and maybe I will go to maybe play or we could eat together maybe like in a year. Now I'm missing play you a little bit and I see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Talented.
Happy Bar Mitzvah, Cooper. One word I would describe you is probably goofy.
No.
Silly.
Intelligent.
Funny.
Cooper is creative.
One word that describes Cooper to me is sweet.
Funny.
Cooper is talented.
One word I would use to describe Cooper is flexible, because that kid can do splits and gymnastics like no other. But love and miss you, Cooper.
One word to describe Cooper is nice and funny.
Good friends and kind. Cooper is caring.
Cooper is super cool.
Creative.
Cooper is a baker extraordinaire.
Cooper is kind.
Happy Bar Mitzvah, Smushy. You are the most thoughtful, funniest, and smartest kid in the world, and I'm so lucky to be your sister.
Wrapped around my finger and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, it could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you, won't let no one break your heart, no one will desert you. Just try to never grow up. And never grow up.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I'd still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your.
Well, I just heard the news today. It seems my life is gonna change. I close my eyes, begin to pray. then tears of joy stream down my face where lungs wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place, I'll show you everything. With arms wide open, with arms wide open. Well, I don't know.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Well, the party was nice, the party was pumping.
Hey, yeah.
And everybody having a ball. Until the fellas started name calling. And the girls respond to the call. I have a poor one shout out.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. Baseball season's underway. Well, you better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. They're singing, go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. They got the power, they got the speed.
Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it in chocolate and a miracle or two? The Candyman. The Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Who can take a rainbow, wrap it in a sigh, soak it in the sun and make a strawberry lemon pie?
The Candyman.
The Candyman.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say
you're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your light. Cooler than the flip side of my pillow. That's right. Completely unaware. Nothing can compare to where you sent me. Lets me know that it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. In the moments when my good times start to fade, you make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. Even when you're gone, somehow you come along just like a flower poking through the sidewalk crack. And just like that, you steal away the rain. And just like that, you make me smile like the sun